Giant Condor. I champion this man. He must win, or she. Giant in its condor. Be condor, vote giant. And
months later.
では行きましょうか。
はい。
オーコンドルで
アンビリーバブル。アンビリーバブル。
Bask in the glories of expectation and absolute upsettedness because the meme worked. Giant Condor is real. It's tag time. Fam, it's real. Giant Condor has a tag, and he's got a pretty nice image of himself up there on that tag as well. Back of the tag will be shaped out to Giant Condor's feathered wing. It is, of course, from the legendary film that everybody loves, Godzilla vs. Ebirah, Rise of the Giant Decisive Battling Condor. Favorite. And here we have the inside of the tag. And even if this wasn't a Godzilla store exclusive, I'd be double sleeving him because this is just as legendary as Godzilla 1998. Cue the badass metal music from a game that didn't get as many nominations at the Game Awards than it deserved. So as much as I would love to waste your time with 20 minutes of absolute Condorian greatness, well, I mean, his tag is almost as big as he is, We fought for this moment, tooth and nail, politics and all, and boy howdy we won. Wait. So when looking at Giant Condor's giant condominium living space wings, I mean, the detailing over here is sublime. These definitely look like feathers, possibly even leaves, depending on who you ask. Really digging the two-tone nature going on here. We've returned to bacon form Rodan. Now we have bacon form Giant Condor. And since we all know what happens to Giant Condor, that kind of makes sense. R.I.P. Goat. Moving into the tiny Giant Condor body, we are going to have fully painted titty feet. The detailing on them is nice, and they're only really going to feature one color. The nails, talons, whatever have you, are not going to be painted in any other color. Giant Condor tail has Giant Condor copyright stuff. The chest over here is lovingly detailed, but will also feature no paint. No, all of that went to the head. Look upon the face of your giant goated great condor. And the detailing up here looks pretty nice too. I had to bitch and moan about something, and let's face it, I always bitch and moan about something. I do kind of wish the beak was a different color, maybe even the brows. But speaking of the brows, I love how angry they look. Like, yeah, that's awesome. Badass Giant Condor. Bro's going to have a lumpy, bumpy head like Kong does. Fully circumcised beakule area. And, you know, for the most part, I mean, the detail is great. The face is substantially a winner, and if you disagree, you are wrong. The back of the figure won't see any kind of major variation, save for the top of the body and tail. Here, the feathering almost looks like King Ghidorah scales, which is really cool. And then on the upper portion of the tail, you can see those feathers really stretching out from the tip of his body. I like it. I think it's cool. This is about as much paint as this figure really needed. I dig the feathering details. I love that he's not just all one color. His eyes are painted white with black pupils if you couldn't tell, and they're looking pretty much straightforward. And unfortunately, that is all I have to say about Giant Condor because he does not feature any articulation. But that's okay, because we got another legendary Hail Mary ask from that of Bandai and the movie Monster Series team, because we got friggin' Juvenile Form Destoroyah. What? Before we get into the unbelievabilities, here is the front of Juvenile Form Destoroyah tag, or as the machine translation called it, Young Body. Google really is the king. Side of the tag will be shaped out to Destoroyah's devil crest. And here's the inside of the tag. And just like Giant Condor, we have to double sleeve this lad. For more than just being a Godzilla store exclusive, this is also the first time I think Bandai's done Juvenile Form Destoroyah in one of their major vinyl lines. So now, just like Giant Condor, the tag is mostly going to overtake the size of the figure because the figure is quite tiny, and for the asking price, I really can't complain. But believe it or not, this figure holds many a secrets beneath its very angular crustacean-like goo-goo Xenoface. First off, I have to commend Bandai on the shading. I really don't feel it's as heavy-handed as 2.0 Destoroyah's was. Come on. This is a bit much. This feels properly blended up in there. Or maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. Fuck you. Detail game, exceptionally on point. I mean, look at all that. The bumps, the grooves, the geriatrics, plus Destoroyah's crest, crown, devil-worshipping, whatever Whoozema gets it. They're all going to be capped off with this nice bone white that kind of melds into a yellow. It's like, that's already creepy, but one little adjustment. Yeah, that's a scary. Believe it or not, these mandibles over here are actually going to be painted on both sides. What? And Destoroyah's little Blade 2 vampire mouth / xenomorph knockoff mouth is going to be fully painted as well. That's nuts. Seriously, the only thing they had to do was texture the eyes out, and this would be quite possibly one of the best looking $15 Movie Monster Series figures that's not even the standard size. I'm just gonna get the back of the figure out of the way now because it is just a detail suck-off show. Everything is nice. Everything is very crustacean-like. Look at that itty-bitty little tail. That's adorable.
That one looks like the Batman symbol.
Same goes for the underside of the figure as well. Details will be there, but it's nothing you're going to write home about. Very nice trademark placement there, Bandai. None of this is going to be articulated like most of this figure. And yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. This thing is quite nice. Now, we've got a blood red throat on the angular crustacean pancake stack that this thing calls a neck. We've got Destoroyah's unused and unwashed booty hole chest, which despite not being fully painted when you look on the sides, it just kind of works out. This actually looks like it's supposed to be that way. And look at those intricate little details in there. That's just nice. Seriously, I cannot believe this figure exists and looks as good as it does. Aggregate came back, Juvenile is here, now we just need Microbial Destroy 'em, and we're great. I'm exceptionally happy with both of these tiny boys, and now... Prepubescent Destroyer is gonna be over 3 inches tall. Giant condominium living space will not, however. He is quite low to the ground. Look at them leggies. Although I guess in some aspects he makes up for it in wideness. Can relate. Shokugan. Modern day movie. Modern day movie and not so modern day movie. Limited modern day movie. Model kit reaction. SHMA Haya. Ben Presto. HG. Finger Puppus. Family. Hey, welcome back. See you in 2 seconds. Much to your surprise and mine, we are going to get a swivel at the head and a swivel at this stumpy little tail. I can't believe either of these figures exist in the Movie Monster series. Although juvenile form, it's not as unbelievable. It's more so just Giant Condor. Bandai, Toho, Godzilla overall. Where's the next voting poll? We need to get Skeleturtle up in here. The power of Peak. In the palm of my hand. I do so hope you all enjoyed this video. Originally, I was going to split it into 2, but I didn't realize just how small this thing was going to be, you know, compared to my head. I will see you all next week where we will possibly begin the Bandai Vinyl-a-thon, or my HLJ box just so happens to materialize into real life, and we can start there. Bye. Honey! I have crabs.